I'm going to start with the good news because I get to go. So we subscribe to the theaters, but tonight we're excited because there's a storytelling um, circus arts group playing at Seattle Rep that we've seen before, and they really do tell a story. It's almost like the way ballet tells a story with movement. They do it with circus arts, not like Cirque du Soleil has this theme. No, this is like it's beautiful. So we're excited to see them again because this is their take on Romeo and Juliet, and it's called dual, like as in a dual something, dual reality.
Where is it, Una?
At Seattle Rep.
Rep.
Yeah, they had invited them last year or 2 years ago to do a show, and we were stunned. Like, we've been to Cirque du Soleil, we've seen circus arts, but the combination of storytelling and emotion was fantastic. So we're so excited to see the show tonight.
Do you know?
I think it's 3 weeks. Tonight is preview night, so this is preview weekend, and then official opening is next week. So I think you've got 3 weeks to check it out.
Great. Let us know if it's as good as you remember.
As the last one. I know. I really hope so. I really hope so. Anybody else got any good news? What did I do with my band? Oh, here it is.
Dave had a birthday.
What's that?
Dave had a birthday yesterday.
Dave had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
I didn't tell you on Wednesday.
What?
I'm shy.
Well, he didn't have it yet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, so do you have a special birthday move you want to make sure we do today?
No.
No. Like, you guys, I'm serious. When it's your birthday, you can request. You know what? I really want to make sure I do magic circles both ways and both speeds. I would love that, or whatever it is.
Not that one.
Want to get in shape without any work.
Oh. Okay, well, I don't know if I could deliver that. And then did I see you guys going somewhere bright and early on Sunday morning? Were you heading out to Folk Life?
Us? No.
Yeah, and do you guys have a Tesla?
Yeah.
Where were we Sunday?
Or like 8, I think it was like 8 o'clock, 8:15.
Yes, you might have seen us. We were on our way to meet Robin's brother and his kids, and we went to Mount St. Helens.
Oh, nice. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful day to be there. Fantastic. I saw you driving, and I was like trying to woggle my head because I was in front of you.
Oh, you were in a car? Okay. It's like, how did you see us? I don't know where we were.
All the way from the U
Sandpoint
District to, Sandpoint Way all the way to the freeway, and then I lost you. So, if any other good news comes to anyone's mind, please share it. Happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you.
And then Prospect, I wondered if maybe you were playing at Folk Life.
We didn't make Folk Life this year. As Robin said to somebody else, we've aged out of Folk Life, but I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Hey, I aged out of Folk Life.
You aged out of Folk Life.
I think we aged out of the one that happens in Labor Day.
Bumbershoot. Yeah. I know, Bumbershoot has changed so much.
Yeah.
Good.
Dave's and my idea of retirement was we were going to go around to all these music festivals around the country. And then by the time we got to retirement age, we didn't know any of the bands anymore.
Yeah.
So the plan changed.
Take these arms up. Reach up. Take them out to the sides. Good. We just have to find the right music festivals. They're out there.
Right.
We realize that there are music festivals that are specifically at Gen Xers, which is what Mark and I are. So they'll have 1-day festivals or 2-day festivals with all these old Gen X bands playing, about 4 songs a piece, maybe. Good. So there's got to be
too many boomer groups festivals anymore, unfortunately.
Right.
Right.
That's where we are. Boomer group.
Boomer groups.
Yeah, not many.
Good. And then reach open. But you know what? If you pay attention to the casinos,
Yeah.
some of the smaller groups are playing at the casino.
Yeah.
That's like not a place we want to go.
It's a band with
What?
one
Not
regional
the-
member and stuff.
Stay up your side bend. Good. Reach those arms up. So if you're joining us on replay, what the heck are we talking about? Well, it was Dave's birthday and it was Folklife Festival. And we're talking about how some of the music festivals play musicians we have no idea, no interest in hearing. And how do we find music festivals that interest us? Good. Dave and Robin's quote was that they're aging out of the festivals. They're out there. We just got to find them. Good. And reach. Good. All right. Then we're going to take your left hand, rotate it down and across the front of you while you look up to the right. Good. Bring it back all the way up. Good. And then right hand comes down and across the front of you. So I'm your mirror. Yeah, that's it. Good. All the way back up. I'm going to give you a side view. I'm taking what would be your left hand down and across the front while the right one reaches way up. Good. And back up. That's it. Good. And down and across the front. Good. So Susie, I love the stretch you're doing, but I want you to do some of this work too. So that feels really good, but I want you to keep your right arm up. Take your left hand, sweep it down and forward, and then look. Yeah, there you go.
This way?
Yep, that's it. Good. We're waking up obliques, pec, bicep, plus shoulder, and lengthening the lat. Yeah, it should feel kind of good. It's basically your mermaid twist, right? When you twist toward that mermaid. Shoop. Good. All right. And then you can take those arms behind your shoulders, press out. Good. And then slowly bring it back in. Feel your shoulder blades slowly retract to take that weight in. Good. And press out. Press through your feet. Good. And then Franny, I think you're watching on the replay today. I got to double check the roster. But if you are, we heard about your 11-mile hike in Japan, and wow, we're so impressed. Let's see, who were you guys? No, I think Eloise wasn't here on Wednesday, right? So, yeah, Kay gets messages from. Oops, sorry, I just got my hair stuck in my band. Can you undo it? My hair in my band. Do you see it? I'm stuck. But Eloise, Franny just did a 11-mile hike. So you guys can rest your arms. I'm still attached to my band. And you're gonna take, I know, we're gonna take your hands behind you, and you're gonna press forward. Wake up your abs for that little lift, a little more bicep there. So the hands are behind you, and you're pressing forward.
Oh.
So, yeah. There you go. So did you get anything good for your birthday, Dave?
I got some AirPods.
AirPods. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's nice. Very modern.
Yeah, Starbucks cup.
And a Starbucks cup?
Card.
Oh.
Always useful.
Yes, right? Such a useful gift. Good. That's it. Good. Yes, nice job. I like that I don't even have to tell you to lift those abs up. Very nice, because now we're going to bow into it. Keep your abs lifted. Good. And then let go. Bring the arms back behind you. Good. Exhale, scoop in, push forward. Let your abs lift up. Good. And then back. When you're there, squeeze out all the air. And look, is that low belly pulling up, or is it staying kind of in place? That tells you maybe you're only using your high abs to breathe and not even your diaphragm. So when you exhale, let the pelvic floor come up too. You'll get more lift out of the diaphragm as well. Yeah, good. Oh, and then my low abs get really tired fast. I'm going to try not to complain too much today. My body is tired. It's been a week. All right, so let's take your band. We'll put it under your right foot. And again, you could put your tubing there if you prefer the tubing and handles instead. Feet are in parallel. Good. And then we're going to palms forward and press up as we sit back. So under that one foot, but keeping ourselves in parallel, we have to work a little harder through our laterals here, 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 right? Anything that's on the sides in order to stay stable and centered. So some of us will be tempted to do this. Some of us will be tempted to do this. We're going to try to keep our frame even though the weight is offset. Does that make sense, Susie? Yeah.
Are we bending our knees?
Yes, bending your knees, sitting back in a little squat. Good. And one more, holding this one. Good. Now open your right arm back. Good. Bring it forward. Open to your left. It's going to hit your shin. That's okay. Feel your shoulder blade. Come forward. Good. So opening. That's it. Good. And opening the other way.
Or it might hit your wife.
Don't, Mark says, don't hit your wife. But I can hit my husband. No, it would be by accident. Good. All right. And then sweep those arms back, abs up. Was that last week when I accidentally stepped on you? My big long legs, I stepped all the way back onto his mat and onto his foot. So we switched legs. I know the screen makes him look really far away, but he's right here. So sitting back, arms forward. Good. And then coming back up. So we'll do a few just like that. And just check yourself out in your screen. If you can see yourself or need to adjust yourself, notice where you go. And I'm showing you my exaggeration, how my hip is pushed that way, and that's a no-no. I really need my left side to push to the right here. Yeah, good. That's it. Can you aim your arms, palms upward, like a little offering? Make your whole rotator cuff. Yes, good. That's better. Everybody, I saw Robin, I saw Dave. Good. That's it. Good. One more. Let's sit back. Good. And then we're sitting back as we open up to the side. Woo, good. Bring it back in and around to the outside. Shh. Good. And reach. Good. Okay. So again, check hip as you come back around. Let your eye check your hip. Mine needs to come back to center again. What is yours doing? Yes. And yours might be the opposite. Maybe yours goes like this, right? Can you hold the hip steady? Try one more each way. Good. Good. All right. And then come all the way up. Nice job. So we'll take the band. We'll let it rest down for a moment. Did I say, I told you to get a band and a heavy weight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we'll pick up that heavy weight. So you're welcome to hold one or two. That's up to you. Where's my other? Oh, shoot. I'm using my heavy weight to hold my leg. Okay, so I'll hold these. All right, good strong grip. So no loosey-goosey gorilla grips. I shouldn't be able to see the palm of your hand. I want you to wrap it all the way around. Yeah, all the way around. Okay, super. So we're gonna start easy with just a sideways farmer's carry. That means the collarbones are wide, and it's a side step with the legs staying straight. Just that much. Yep, good. And then side step again. 4 steps. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some bad ones. These are no-no ones. I'm straight, Mona. Can you see how my back is arched and my arms are almost hanging behind me? That's a no-no. So you want to lift the back of the spine up. Now my shoulders are more in line with my hips. Yes, good. Good. Here's another bad one. Right? Although you guys have gotten so much better at not doing that. But I'm just reminding you, just in case when you do the replay, you forget. Good. Good. And then let's do one more set over and back. Good. Grips nice and strong. Good. Good. And then I'm going to come back to the center. Just slight to side. Good. Okay. How are hands? Does anyone need a hand break? Okay. So then we're going to step into our skater, which is a squat on one leg and one long leg. So we squat on this leg and we've got one long leg. Yep. And then we're just going to push up to the center. Same side again. Down. Drop your booty. Push to center. That's it. Good. Now, if your weights aren't challenging to your legs, do you remember what you can do? Pick up your heavier weights, or what's that?
Add a band.
Add a band. That's right. You can put a band under your foot, then pick up your weights over the band with your hands. Good. Because light weights don't build bone, and they build endurance, not strength. Good. And they don't build power. Go away, mosquito. Good. And one more. Sitting down and up. Good. All right. Step to home, and then we'll go the other way. Hands doing okay? If you need a hand break, please let me know, because hopefully your weights are heavy enough to challenge your hips and your hands. Can you check in with your fingertips? Are they still pressing into your weight? That's it. Dave, when you come down, can you keep your collarbones up? Or try just keeping your eyes up. That'll help. Yes, beautiful. Good. That's your happy birthday skater squat. Good. That's it. Shh, press away. Good. Okay, for your birthday, Susie, you're going to ask for heavier weights.
I just didn't bring them out.
I know. Heavy weights. Heavy, heavy. All right, and then you can gently put that down. Good, and let your hands have a little break. Yes. So you might notice that when you're working with a heavier weight, even though you're not lifting it, these muscles are all in an isometric hold. So the whole shoulder girdle and this, right? They're keeping your arms from being ripped out of your sockets, so they're resisting upward. And that's a good thing. We want that to happen. Okay, don't lose our arms. So I'm gonna pick my TheraBand back up. Again, optional, you can use tubing. And if anyone's not sure of what that looks like, please let me know. I have mine handy. We're gonna, oh, look at that, that's good. Now she's got a heavier weight. Yes, so we're gonna roll on down to the mat. We'll take ourselves 3 nice roll downs and then walk out. Eloise, how is your wrist doing? So? Okay. So you let me know if you want something else. Please do. Okay, so you can use your band however you like it best. If you want that framework, keep your arms by your ears and aim the back of your head towards your circle. If you want more sensation of resisting with the abs, some people feel it better as the hands press back, and you might have to move your band as you go down. Some people feel it better when the bands press forward and you get that nice pulling up through there. Yeah. So what you feel you need more of, whether it's actual length or a little more engagement, you put your hands where it feels best. Yeah.
You want to keep your back straight because of osteoporosis.
Yes. So my osteoporosis friends, you can actually have a small bend. Start with a small, gentle bend, but don't force it, and then extend out. Yeah, good. And when you come up, Susie, if you're coming up in neutral, you need to really think zipper, zipper, zipper right through your pubic bone so that you don't come up and back bend. Good. Good. And once you're down to your plank, you can join Mark with push-ups. Can be on your knees. You can come back up and use the wall or the furniture. Thank you, Livy. Thank you for modeling, right? all different ways you can be. You can do scapular push-up on your elbows and forearms. And we're just going for 6 good ones. And hopefully we'll have time to get 6 more later. I know. You're like, oh yeah, hopefully, Mona. I know you're thinking it. I would love to get at least 6 more in. Okay, so band over the feet. If you want to turn on the AC, baby, you can. Watch out, there's a mosquito right on your head. It's right here. Sorry, quick. Where we live on the trail, and right now the mosquitoes are all hatching and just all over the place. We live right next to a moat on the trail.
Yeah,
there's a little
standing water there all the time, huh?
Yes, oh my gosh. We need to put up a bat house and get the bats on the situation. So we're rounding into a half roll back. So my spine minders, right, especially my osteoporosis friends, a little rounding is okay. Deep forced rounding is not good. So you take a little round, get your abs to your spine, and then you'll hinge the rest of the way to that half roll back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good, good. That's it, good. Yes, nice, Eloise, I saw that. That was super visible. Good. Oh, and I can even see a little bit of Robin. I can see almost like a third of Robin.
Yeah.
I love it. Good, we're gonna hold this one back here. Good, then just take your arms, let them come forward. Exhale, pull them to your chest, and then slightly upward. Let them go out. In, slight lift. Good, out. In, slight lift. So it's not the big circle, not the one that goes the wheelhouse circle. It's just a little one. Good. Lift. Good. And then arms go forward. And then we get to pull those hands out and nose toward the knees. So spine friends, bend your knees if you need to, or anyone with a tight low back, to help you get your hip bones to tilt forward. Good. And then stack up that spine. Bring those arms around and cross your bands into opposite hands. Good. So now we're all going to go into a neutral hinge. Elbows up just slightly below your armpits. Yep. Hinge back. Hands pressing slightly outward, but elbows slightly inward. Yes, I saw you adjust it. So I'm going to give you a front-on view of that. Some of us get these arms up here and we start doing this. I want you to rotate here, trying to get those hands slightly out with the shoulders plugged in. Good. Elbows up, not down here. Right? This should be just below your collarbone line. Good. That's it. Yes. Nice. Good job. Robin, Dave, that both of you. I could see your arms up high. Good, because we're going to hold that next one. Still in that neutral hinge. Good. Reach your arms forward. Good. Lift slightly. Bend the elbows. Reach your arms forward. Lift slightly, dropping your shoulder blades a smidge. So think about when you lift, the arm drops down as a counter to the hand. Yeah? 2 more. Drop the shoulder slightly. Good. 1 more. Drop that shoulder slightly. That's it. Good. Good. And then all the way up. Arms come out. Little boomerang. Arms behind you. And again, nose to the knees. And circle that all the way around. Nice job. Good. So let's take a little bit more tension on the strap. And we're going to pull into an archer. So sliding right past our collarbone, thumb to the armpit, look back. Good. Bring it forward. And thumb to the collarbone, look back. Now here we're staying upright. So we're trying not to lean back. So if you are feeling tight in your low back or hamstring, push your feet apart a little bit and bend your knees so that you can get on the front of your hip bones. Yeah, good. Yes, and look at my elbow. Is it hanging down or is it up out to the side? I'm pulling my bow and arrow. You never see a person pull a bow and arrow like this. Not a pro anyway, right? That's it. Good. We're auditioning for the next Robin Hood movie. Good. And last one. Nice. Good job, gang. Okay. How are your hands doing? Okay, everybody? Do you need a hand break? You can give yourself a quick little wiggle in those fingers if you need it. Now give yourself less slack, unless you're feeling really strong. And if you're feeling strong, go with it. We are going to... I'm sorry, Susie? Say that again, Susie?
Are the bands crossed?
They're still crossed. Yep, bands are still crossed. Palms facing in. Good. And now we're going to round back again. Remember, spine minders, it's a gentle rounding. Good. Then we extend the spine into neutral as we open those arms apart. Good. Come back into your C curve. Rotate the other way. Push those arms apart. We're going to do one more each way before we come up. So extend. Good. Center. Extend. Center. And then all the way up, pulling out. Feel that mid back. Push back with the palms and boomerang. Stack up the spine. Okay. So this one we're going to fine tune a little bit. This is why we're doing this one. On the archer, I saw some of you do weird things with your fists, right? Which tells me you're doing weird things with your neck and shoulders. So when you open up here, when you're in this moment, I want thumbs looking up, palms facing in. So if I were to close my hands, I'd be able to clap. Yes? Good. And then to say, yeah, good. And then work on that strong wrist. And then Eloise, if one side is not going to play, is that okay on that wrist to pull open? You let me know if you needed something different. Good. And we'll do two again. Pull your thumb open. Pull that bottom thumb open. There you go. Good. That's it. Good. Yes. And then all the way up and back. And shoulders should be beautiful and warm. Good. We'll take the band off of our feet, put it behind our ribs, and then I'm going to get a sip of water. And so my elbows are now right at my rib height, right at my low ribs, the four ribs I'm always talking about. Good. We're going to exhale, push forward, feel your abs pull back toward your band. Good. Inhale, they come back in here. Exhale, press forward. Good. So you keep moving. I'm going to show you my hands while I do this. So ideally, I'm working on that grip strength with just my thumb pressed to the side of my hand. That doesn't work for everybody. You are also welcome to use a wrap, right? But I want you to watch out for this. I'm going to take that away so you can see. See how my hand is squooshing here? And my thumb starts to point out instead of hold on to me. Keep that thumb pressed no matter what version you're doing to the side of your hand, right? To the side of your hand. Don't let it do this backwards business. Yes, good, watch it. When it comes over your middle, we're losing this strength, right? We want to hold it, press it to the side.
Are we in a C curve?
No, you're upright. That's a good question. You're seated upright. How do I get down on that? Using my hand there. There we go. Good, all right, because now you're going to press forward. Good, now neutral hinge, keep your arms forward. Good, and lift from your pelvis. Release your arms back in. Exhale, press. Check your hands, hinge. Good, up, check those hands. Good, bring it back in. Nice. Are the thumbs still on the side? Push them against there, good. Good, and back in. Good, one more.
I'm feeling that in the wrong place. I can't remember the name, but the top of the front thigh.
The top of the front. Okay, this one right down the middle.
Higher
Up here.
up. Yeah, right there.
Okay. All right. So not entirely wrong, but we'd like it to have some assistance. So if that's also you, if all you feel are your hip flexors, in Robin's case, I think it's a little bit good, especially on her right side, to have a little bit of a hip flexor. It is naturally engaging, right? It is helping us get back up. But we want that kind of glute engagement as we come up. You'll feel more of all the quad rather than just the middle guy. All right. Yeah. Want to give it one more try? Everyone can feel that in their bodies. If you come up without your abs on, or without your glutes on, when the glutes are on, you can see I get a little higher. I just literally lift up. It will turn on both of these pieces of the quad as well. All right, we're gonna roll down. So my spine minders, make sure your abs are to your spine and use your band like a sling to lower you gently. Everybody is gonna do kind of the same thing, really, because we're using our band in our back as a target. And then we're all the way down. Phew. Then we're gonna go all the way back up. So scooping the abs in. Keep pulling your abs back into that band like it's a target. And then round yourself forward. Stack up that spine. And round back, aiming your abs at the band like a target. Lovely, good, good, good. Yes. Arms in. Arms up and around. Good. So we're going to go into roll over. Those of you who like to use the wall or furniture, especially my spine minders, please do so right now. If you would like some extra, you can take your band and put it over your feet, and we'll do that for our rollover. So Mark, will you model the wall for us? You don't have to use a strap. So Mark is asking, what if he wants to use the strap at the wall? So here's your regular rollover, right? Press out into your band and come down. If you're at the wall and you want extra, put it on the leg that's free, hold it across in the other arm. So you'll be pushing up and slightly outward. You'll feel your booty turn on. So anyone using the wall or furniture. So he's lifting his tail. He's going to press his leg away from his hand to the side. That's it. And he's going to, you feel your abs and your glutes turn on more? Yeah, he says, yeah. Okay, good. Yes. So, will your wrist not hold you for the rollover today, Eloise? Or is your low back tired? I can't hear you. She's telling me something very earnestly, but she's muted herself. Oh, there she goes. Now she's doing it. Okay, so I'm going to assume it's okay since you're doing it now. So Susie, Mark's got his feet on our wall. So he's a spine minder here. And he's pressing down with one foot and then out to the side with his other one. And then he rolls back down. Good. And Dave, you've been going like gangbusters there, yeah? Robin's upside down too.
Short of the wall, what should we do? Spine minders just not go back all the way?
You can, you can keep your hands down, push your feet up into your band, and just a small roll here. So your hands are holding the band down. Really work through the lats and triceps. So a lot of us get distracted by the legs going overhead, but it happens because of the lats and triceps really powerfully taking the torso up. Yeah, good. And then if you've done probably at least 6 by now, those of you who have.
Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Will you remind me to order more of those black circles?
Can I kind of balance on my elbows a little going back?
You can. If you can get over, Susie's asking if she can use her elbows to get up. You just got to watch the shoulder. You want to make sure the shoulder is still able to pull back if you do that. Yeah? We're not going to pop it up. We're going to double up that band. And then we're going to bring the legs in a tabletop and loop it behind the leg. So it's behind your thigh bones. And you could almost just rest your legs in it. And if your biceps are strong enough, you can feel your legs just hanging, and it should feel kind of nice. Yes? Okay. Then inhale, exhale up into your bow, elbows tucked in, fists slightly out, legs on tabletop. We're going to exhale, push just your right thigh against the band. Bring it back in. It's not going to straighten all the way. And exhale the left thigh. Good. And right thigh. Good. Eyes right between your thigh bones. Good. And hopefully you're noticing that your abs fall almost effortlessly into your body. That would be great. Good. Good. And then let yourself come all the way down. Hug your band with your legs so that you can let go and let your shoulders rest open for a moment. You're just holding on to it with your legs. That's it. Good. And let your arms open out to the side. Just let them open. If you want to be in a scarecrow, you can do that as well. Good. And then we'll reach for the band again. Grab hold. Good. Lift yourself up into a bow. Bring your legs back in the tabletop. And now you're going to press with the right, rotate to your left, and lift your spine a little higher. Come back to center, lower into bow. So we're coming from bow to a higher place as we rotate, and then back into bow. And then the left one's going to press. Same thing. Rotate toward the bent knee. Good. And then back to center. That's it. Good. Robin, are you going toward the bent side or the straight side?
The bent side.
Okay, good. Okay. So when you do, can you keep your right hip down? Do it again to the left, and let me see you keeping your right hip down. Right hip stays down, right hip stays down. There you go. Better. Yeah, good. Good. And then again, come all the way down. This time, take that band out from under your legs, and we'll put it over the top of your hip bones. And you get a moment to let your arms rest. And you can
Still doubled up?
Yep, still doubled up. Still doubled up, just resting over the top of your hips. You can arms to the side, or you can let them lay in scarecrow. Yeah, good. All right. And if you're in scarecrow, I love this moment. You're going to exhale, pull your ribs down. Just easy. You should feel easier to get them down, I hope. And if your arms are down low, same thing.
Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. If your arms are low, it will still pull those guys down. It will just be less marked, less work. Yeah, good. All right. So from here, then, let's see, where did I go? Let's take that band. It doubled, yes? We're pushing it over our hips and downward. Yep, and now we're going to push our hips up into it. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, round down through your spine. And repeat. So holding it over my hips, pushing the hips up. Inhale and exhale, round down. Maybe can you hand me that one of those circles? One of those black circles. Just one. Thank you. Good. There we go. Can you still hear me? Yes?
Yep.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, nice. All right. So the next one we do, we're going to hold those hips up. Then drive into your heels a little bit. Check that your ribs are in a little bit. And open your collarbones a little bit. And then we're going to lift your right leg up in a tabletop. Put it down. Left leg in a tabletop. And put it down. Good.
I want you to check every time you come back down, are you driving that heel down into the ground? The whole foot is on the ground, but you want to feel the heel also. Good. Good. One more on each side. Good. All right. Lower the spine back down. Bring your heels together. You're in a small Pilates stance. Very small. You actually can have your feet more in a parallel position. And then you're going to lift your hips up. Good. Then raise your heels. You're on tiptoes now. Pull your toes toward your butt and then lower your heels back down. Good. Lift your hips. Raise your heels. Pull your toes toward your butt and then lower back down. Good. Do that again. Well,
If they move your toes, is that just an isometric thing, or you actually?
That's right. It's an isometric. You're right. So they're glued to the ground, but you're pulling them towards you. Good. And we're going to try to start you back again. Come on.
Should our knees be staying together?
They can open apart. That's a good question. They can open apart. Oh, come on. Okay, well, shoot, you guys. We're going to get the Zoom today. Oh, he's stealing my mat. All right, how's that feel? You feel a little bit of the butt, a little bit of the low leg. Yes, good. Is it exciting? Woo, look at the muscles I can feel.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, right? So when we're in that bent knee and on tiptoes, soleus talks to the glutes and our heart gets more blood, more oxygen. Then from here, I wanted to have you take one more for your hips here. You're going to take your band, put it over your right leg. You can either let it be long or you can cross it. We're going to start with the hip down, and all you're doing is lowering that leg and then lifting it back up. Just lowering and lifting, just lowering and lifting. So first, just want you to feel yourself pushing into that band as far as you can as it goes down and as it comes up. It should put space in your low back. And while you're holding that band and looking for the space, can you check your shoulder and very gently rotate it back, right? Just the top of your arm bone rotate, sliding back. Good. Okay, because now, as the leg lowers, you're going to press your hip up. Keep your hip up as the leg comes back up. And lower, keeping the hip up. It just waits there now. And up. Good. One more. Good. Now we're going to start going up and down. So the banded leg goes down. It comes up. We lower the hip. Lift the hip. The banded leg comes down. It comes up. Lower the hip. Good. Lift the hip, banded leg goes down, up, lower. Good. One more. That's it. Good. And lower. Extend your left leg out on the mat. Now just leg circles. Out and around and up. Good. You get to pick the breath that's most helpful to you today, whether it's the archival breath, exhaling on the way down, or the classical breath, which is the opposite. Good, and then we'll reverse. Keep reaching, yep, make sure you're lifting out of your knees, right? Don't let your knees collapse in. Don't let that hold all your weight. Push out. I lost my direction. This way. Good.
Good. Yep. And then you can pull that leg towards you a little bit, and that leg comes down to the ground. The other foot gets the band. And we'll start with the head on the floor and the hips on the floor. Sorry, the hips on the floor. And we're just going to go down and up with the leg. So hips stay down. And we're seeing if we can find that length. Good. That's it. All right. And then the next time that leg comes down, we're going to lift the hip up and keep it up. And let the leg just move in the socket. See if you can drive a little more into that right heel. Good. What if your thumb didn't aim downward? What if your thumb aimed upward? That's it. So shifting into your mid back there. Good. All right. Then we're going to start adding the moving hip. So the banded foot goes down. It comes up. We lower the hip. Banded foot comes down. The hip lifts. Banded leg up. Lower the hip. Banded leg down. Hip up. Banded leg up. Lower the hip. Good. That's it. Good. Let's do one more. Good. Nice. Extend your right leg out on the floor and then start your leg circles. Ah! Sometimes I think these are wasted when they're at the beginning of class, toward the front third. Because I certainly need it more later when my legs are tired. Good. And when you get 5-ish good ones, then you can reverse. Can you reach out through your knees? Reach out. Lengthen the space from your knee to your toe. That's it. Good. Good. And then when you get equal amounts, you can pull that leg towards you. Good. All right. And then you can take that band off your foot. Very nice. We're going to roll like a ball. The rolling back, except for we have to roll up to get there. So, spine minders. Remember, you can do a gentle partial roll up, right? So I'm not coming all the way to my tail. If you're a spine minder with osteoporosis, don't get up on that tail. Not till I get some research that tells me you can. But you can definitely do this, and you're going to slow the roll back down. If you're a spine mover, you can roll all the way. And spine movers roll until they tell you not to, because this vibration helps build bone. Good. It's also good for our balance, crazily enough. Being able to roll in space helps our vestibular system. How do we get Nana down to the floor and back up? My husband was just wondering about my grandmother, if we could ever get her to roll like a ball. She turns 101 in August. And she was not an lifelong exerciser. She was definitely a mover, right? She did her housework and did all that stuff, but not a exerciser. Good. Feel good? Yes, it should feel like you're giving your spine a lovely little massage up and down. So then we're going to just let ourselves extend all the way out. Reach over your head. And then scoop your belly and push with your top heel and roll to your side. Good. Take that hand, reach up the side of you, slide up. Come back down. Roll onto your back with care. Good. See if you can push that top heel down. Let it roll over to the other side. Hand onto the hip. Slide up. Slide down. Back overhead. Roll onto your back slowly. Try not to fall like a log. Yes. See now, If you can roll to your side without using that top heel, hand up and down. Good. Control rolling back. Control. How slowly can you come onto your back? Good. Now use your abs. Ooh, it's harder for me in this direction, not using that top heel. Good. Slide up. Slide back. Go. And as slowly as you can onto your back. So I want you to notice which direction is harder to not use the feet, to move front and back, and which direction is the one that you tend to go flop when you roll onto your back, so that when you do the replay, you work on that side a little bit more. Yes? Then we're going to roll all the way onto our bellies on the next one. You might have to readjust where you are on the mat. I'm going to swing around so I can still see you. Sorry, Libby. Okay, sorry. So optional band here. Optional band for swan. If you want to put it over your mid-back, you can also do that with tubing, right? It doesn't have to be a band. So that's optional. Then you're just giving yourself a little resistance there over your back, yeah? If it's not enough resistance, you can double up your band so you get more feedback from the band. Where am I looking? Because I can see them better when I'm this way. That's good. Wow, Robin, look at your legs and your glutes. Look, 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 that's great. I can see your half of your right glute looks great.
Robin can't see it though.
Good. All right. And then Franny and Dave and me, we're going to think about lengthening the legs a little more. It's going to lift your kneecap slightly off the mat. You're going to be active through your quad, ham, and glute, right? Front, back, and hip. Good. One more lift. Good. Nice. All right. Then hands come down your back, double leg kick. I'm putting the band to the side. Oops, sorry, Levy. And you can do this with head forward. You can do this with head to the side, right? Either way is fine. Knees bend, thighs up, heels push to the sky. And then we're going to extend, contract, contract, extend. And we're going to do that contract, contract, extend 2 more times. So I want you to pull your heel, then push it out. Last one, pull, pull, push it out, slide the hands down your back, open up your chest. That's it, lift your chest up. Good, hold that for another breath. Good, and then lay yourself back down and then contract the hands again, thighs off the mat. Pull, pull, reach them out long. Pull, pull, reach them out long. Pull, pull, reach, good, and pull, pull, and slide the hands down your back. Lift the chest. That's it. Another breath there to get the kneecaps to lift a little more. Good, and then down we go again. Contract, contract, extend. Good, contract, contract. Every time you contract in, push those heels a little closer to the ceiling. Good, one more. Contract, contract, and reach it down. Lift the chest. Good. Lower it down. Arms slide forward. Nice and easy, slow swimming. So right arm up, left leg up. Good. And then inhale, exhale, switch. Stretch out the leg. Inhale, exhale, switch. Stretch out the leg. Good. Good. Nice. That's it. Good. Nice and long. Dave, lift your throat a little bit on this one. So instead of resting your head down, let your upper body float just a smidge. Yeah, lift your throat, lift your throat. So not, yeah, there you go. Good. Good. Nice, good. All right, everybody. Take those hands into your side.
press all the way up, and then you can sit back in a child's pose, or you can have a cat. Whichever feels better to you. If you're in that child's pose, push the mat away from you. So don't just sit in your butt. Actively press the mat away, and that will sit you deeper into your butt. By spine minders, if you are in that child's pose, again, no hard tucking. In fact, if you can open your knees wider and let your tail sacrum stay up as it goes back versus down. Yeah, is that visible? You'll actually get a little more mobile through the hip. And some of you will feel even a little hamstring or butt stretch if you can do that. Glute stretch. All right, so remember I said, hopefully we'll get 6 more push-ups. We're getting 6 more push-ups. This time around, since we're warm, I want you to do any version that gets you all the way to your surface and then up. So that means, for example, I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna lower all the way to my surface, whatever it is, chair, couch, wall. Coming up, you can press back up with a full plank, or you can press up on your knees, or one leg up, one leg straight. Any of those things are okay with me. Or you can come all the way down, put your forearms down and lift in your plank. Put your knees down for support, come back onto your hands, and then lower all the way down again, right? So if you're a hand person, this is a nice way to get that strength to build without putting overtime on your hands. They're only on it on the way down. Yeah? And you're trying 6. I think I just did 6 variations. You did 6. When you get your number 6, you're gonna actually have to do 6.5 so that you can get back up and then walk your hands into your feet. All right, guys. Yep, so if you're already there at the hands coming in part, you're welcome to put support on your legs and soften your knees. Yeah. And then when you're ready, you can round all the way up. Good. All right. Take a nice rounding of those wrists. Your forearms were busy holding that band. Fingers were busy. Yes, give them some love. Good. Good. And then we'll open up wide as you can. Good. And then soften the knees. Pull your abs back. Give yourself a big hug. Pulling your elbows away from your belly button. Good. And then up nice and tall. Open up big. Good. Other arm on top. This one. I know, me too. Scoop the abs back at your big Martha Graham scoop. So think low belly too, right? Pull that low belly back. Good. And then open up. Good. And then side bend over. If you grab onto your hip, you'll stabilize a little better. That's it. Open to the sky. And then back to the side. Rotate toward the ground. Stretch that mid back. And then back to the side and let that arm come behind you and lift you all the way up. Good. Both arms up. Side bend. Reach across. Good. Open toward the sky, letting that armpit fall back. Yeah, feel the shoulder go back. Nice. Good. Good. And then rotate toward the ground, stretching across the back. You guys feeling your mid backs? Do you notice how much you worked them today? Yeah, good. Good. And then back to the side. The arm comes behind you, circling back and down. Good. And then 4 nice inhales all the way up. Arms up. Good. Exhale. Press into your feet. Lift up through your spine. Good. And again, feel what part of your body is feeling looser or stronger, right? Longer or more capable. Think through your day what sections of class maybe were good for you to do that. so that when you go back to the replay, you'll make sure you hit those sections. Good. And then pull it down. Nice job, you guys. Good job. Yes.
Thank you. I want to know, are the bats working?
Were the bands working?
Bats, are they eating the mosquitoes?
No, I have to get a bat house to lure the bats.
Oh, I
Because
thought
I've heard that a bat can clear like thousands of mosquitoes. So I think I need a bat house.
Probably them and swallows would do a good job too.
Yeah.
What's
But
that?
they're
What's that,
messy.
Dave?
Swallows would also work.
Yeah.
How
but
do
you don't
I
want
lure
to-
swallows?
No, they make
No.
nasty nests and poop
Oh.
all over the place.
You know, the bats poop too. So see
Yeah, true.
But I thought swallows need more open space around the nest. Like, is that right? I don't know, but bats, I just stick it on a tree out there and cross my fingers.
yeah.
We're gonna be gone for a couple weeks, so
Ah,
we'll miss you.
bye, Louise. Where are you guys going? Can you tell us?
Going to Croatia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome. How fun.
Hopefully, we're kind of going as elder sitters for my 97-year-old dad that's not doing well now. But yeah, so it could be great. It could be stressful. So we'll see.
So are you guys all touring together?
Yeah.
We're doing a cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Smart.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear the sea there is so beautiful. I've seen pictures from a friend.
We've been there before, but it's going to be a totally different trip. So, but hopefully, we're a little apprehensive about how things will go, but they invited us, so we figure we should be there. So we're going to rotate being with my dad.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a good thing you're doing, right?
Yeah. Well, they want to go, but it seems like. But.
Do you have scheduled for yourselves any time, just the two of you, after the trip?
Oh, well, we have a lot of plans, so.
Okay.
Yes, we always have a lot of time together.
I know, but it's like
in Croatia, no.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's okay.
We have learned that we love our family, we totally do, and we have fun with them and we care about them, but we also find that Mark and I also need to stop being caregivers.
Yeah.
Like, because our jobs, we care about you guys. Like, I pray every morning that I take good care of you. And, I know he does too when he goes to work. And so we just need to not worry about other people. So we'll schedule like, okay, we need a day. It's just us. Nobody else.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. Well, we're not going to get it in Croatia, but it's all good. We get to go to Croatia.
Yeah.
Hopefully it all works. So.
Well, feel free to email us some pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful trip.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a great
Thanks
trip. And we'll
so
see you
much.
soon, Susie. Yes.
Thank
Good
you.
to have you
Yes.
back in rotation. We missed you when you were in Arizona.
Yes. Yeah, I will try to be more regular now.
I love it.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.